So many of you have animals at home that you just love. So we want to tell you about a new program tonight. The City of Columbia Animal Services is offering free veterinary care that could include spaying your dogs, getting them microchipped in a specific region in Columbia, because this all came about after the city realized that people living in this one zip code have more strays that come into the animal shelter than anywhere else in town. So now they're offering free services to make sure those pets can get fixed. And it's called the Pet Fix Return Program. Here's News 19's Cassidy Byer.
The City of Columbia Animal Services is looking at ways to reduce the number of dogs who come into their already overrun facility. Specifically, when breaking down intake numbers, Columbia Animal Services zeroed in on one area. Dog intake has exceeded more than any place else.
And when we really started to dig into our statistics, we learned that 29203 contributes most to shelter intake, and we also went further than that to learn that they're very under-resourced. We were not successful in finding a vet clinic in the area, so we know that there's very limited access to care.
With that lack of available care, less dogs are getting fixed, according to Superintendent of Animal Services for the City of Columbia, Victoria Clary, which is why her team has started a new program, PFR, or Pet Fix and Return.
What that does is offer a package deal of spay, neuter, microchip, and rabies vaccines to pet owners in 29203.
Since soft launching the program this past summer, Columbia Animal Services has provided these services to 18 dog owners within 29203. However, program resources are limited.
We're funding it through a grant. It is going to be as resources last. We are looking at ways to sustain the program over time. Right now, we're really just kind of trying to measure the results of it and the outcome.
The money to fund the program will come from a pending corporate grant. Columbia Animal Services is optimistic they will receive, according to Clary.
What we would hope for this particular jurisdiction over time is to see intake come down in the shelter from that population. And we think that that can happen by offering them the access to care that they lack.
While that future goal is to consistently fund the program, Clary also hopes providing these resources will reshape the community's perspective around Columbia Animal Services from simply a mere shelter.
Really, over time, like to be viewed as a pet resource center. So right now, we're practicing everything we can within our means to divert intake. We always like to inform people the shelter should be a last resort. A lot of people identify the word shelter as a safe place for pets to go, and in reality, that is not the case. We are very under-resourced ourselves. We had limited staff, we have limited space, so we want to support pet owners in every way that they can.
Cassidy Byer, News 19, WLTX.
Oh, I love this story. Okay, number one, all the dogs you saw today are adoptable at the Columbia Animal Shelter on Humane Lane. And if you live outside that 29203 zip code, the Animal Mission in Columbia works with the shelter to offer vouchers so that you could get a spay or neuter for free or at least reduced cost. With that voucher, you can contact the Animal Mission or the Columbia Animal Shelter to find out more about that. And they are always looking for volunteers. They made us promise to say that. So if you have some time to volunteer over the holidays, reach out. And Efren, look